Okay, guys, so I am doing a post wrap up here. I took a few pictures going in. So we had my massive amount of tank British list up against a pretty good American Ranger list, both with 18 order dice. I had 7 Vickers tanks and 2 Stuarts and a Comet with a bunch of Home Guard. So it ended up, I went ahead and played objectives because I wanted to see how, with so little infantry, I would be able to manage taking, we ended up with 6 objectives. So to see how that would turn out with so little infantry. Ended up winning 4-2. British got this one. They got that one. One over here, and managed to steal that one there at the end, while the Americans kept those 2 there. So this one got highly contested with a couple of squads coming up, but the Stuarts managed to drive off the Rangers that were coming up over here. This one had lost, and I managed to get this officer up here right at the last minute and kill off the Rangers that were holding it, and then I parked my Comet next to it so it became British permanently. The Comet destroyed that, and it toasted the Hellcat while shrugging off a hit from it. But this was the big one. I managed to get a Home Guard to run around here, and they ran in the church, claiming the objective. Several units tried to run in here, and both my Vickers tanks just shot them to pieces as they got in the church, which allowed the Home Guard to come in at the end of the game and take it. Company commander lost a guy. He tried to get over here as well as the light mortar, but they were unable to reach it. This scout car, which was the company commander's transport, got immobilized on the first turn, so he had to put it on foot, and it was also in a bad spot to shoot at many things. The M15 didn't do a whole lot other than knocking out one of my Vickers, or actually 2. It took that one out as well. This one got blown up pretty quick, so it was not much play in the game. And that's it. So the biggest takeaways, let me get a big back up, and I'll have a few pictures posted. Pretty good table. So my biggest takeaway from this game is that while that many tanks are really overpowering, I mean, they were seriously overpowering. Even though I lost, I think I lost 3. I still had plenty to spare, but the infantry, all being Home Guard, was terribly inadequate. I even had one Home Guard that upgraded to regular, but they died. I think I ended up losing 2 Home Guard squads. This one went down to 3 men, basically holding that objective, and in those, they never took a casualty, so they were in good shape. But I think going forward, may have to drop a tank from the list somewhere, or downgrade one of the Stuarts, I don't know, to bring a little better infantry, because the Home Guard, they just melt away. And I think that would be a liability. Had I lost any more, there was a couple of places where they could have killed this officer, and I would not have been able to flip that because I just didn't have the infantry. And the Hellcat actually had a point-blank shot on the Home Guard, but I managed to put 2 pins on it, and it failed the order test, and so it backed up. But if it had shot, it probably would have killed the Home Guard, which means I wouldn't have been able to capture this objective, and then the officer probably would have died. I wouldn't have been able to capture that one. So could have very easily been an American win. So that is the game. And thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments about the guys here, my troops, so the Americans, they had the Hellcat, and they had an M16 and an M15 for armor, which really are pretty good. The M16 dealt out some damage, but unfortunately it got hit right away and got taken out. The M16 stuck around, actually shrugged off a couple of hits from the Comet, just making its hardcover save. So it only took pins. But yeah, so the Americans had 4 Ranger squads, and a company commander and some light mortars and stuff, heavy mortar, and that was it. So thanks for watching. All right, see you next time.